Now, many of you already know that the ONVO L60, it is the first model to be launched under the ONVO sub-brand, and this model started selling last year in September. During December of last year, this model did very well in terms of sales because the total deliveries that it generated for December came at about over 10,000 or around 10,000, which was so good. Now, ONVO, you will know that they've recently launched the L90, which is doing so well, which is a 6-7 seater SUV or large SUV that is taking the Chinese large SUV market by storm, and that is doing very well. And this coming Saturday we are going to get to see, obviously, the ES8, a large SUV but under the NIO main brand called the ES8, coming or being launched and starting with the deliveries. And I think we can see in the near future deliveries of the ES8 surpassing that of the ONVO L90, which is absolutely great. Now, with the ONVO L60, president of ONVO last week announced something very interesting, and that is ONVO will also be introducing a minor facelift, or a sort of like a facelift model of the ONVO L60. The reason why it's a minor is because I think exterior and interior will still remain the same, but they are just adding more features, or they just added more features to the cars. In fact, from Thinker Car, the features which they are adding is the standard rear seat ventilation, blue light filtering for cabin screens, hidden etc. More options. It includes one color, 120-inch wheel, NEPA interiors, energy optimization down to now 11.9 kilowatt hour per 100. So now remember it was 12 or just over 12, the optimization or the energy consumption of this car. Now to know that it's at 11.9 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, it's obviously good. There are also smart features like improved Shaula AI experience, which is something that is pretty exciting, pretty amazing, right? Now, this announcement, when the ONVO president announced it last week, it was said that it will happen, or it will be launched together with the NIO ES8. But it appears that now the new rumor or the new date that a lot of people are talking about, it is the 19th of September, right? Just a day before the ES8 launch, right? And I think this makes much more sense, because obviously these minor upgrades that they are talking about, the L60, if they had published them or talk about them on Saturday, the ES8 was just going to overshadow, and the people were not going to even know about this. So the fact that it's coming a day before, it's a good thing, because at least people will get to know more about these features. Because from Saturday, I think people will only be talking about the ES8. Next week, week after next, and all that, people will be talking about the ES8, and they won't be talking much about the minor upgrades of the ONVO L60, right? So it's quite strategic. If this is the day that they will do, or they will make this announcement, it will be so great, and we look forward to this upgrade. Remember, like I said at the beginning of this video, the L60 was launched or started deliveries end of September, and knowing that just a year after they are launching this, it's good, right? But I do think, however, next year in September we might get a facelift. Yeah, like I said, this car started sales back last year, September, I think the 28th, and to know that at least these minor upgrades are coming just a year later, it's always good, right? And we hope to see more coming from this model. I think next year they will most definitely launch a facelift, or a full facelift model of the, of course, ONVO L60, which will be so great, so amazing. We'll see what really happens or what transpires. I'm quite certain that ONVO is already busy with the next of course facelift model of the L60. They're already ahead, right? But anyways, let's wait, let's see what transpires. Me, I remain long, me, I remain strong onto NIO, because I know that without ONVO, NIO would struggle. without Firefly, NIO would struggle, right? So these two sub brands are really contributing massively onto NIO's overall deliveries, which is something that is just so great. This month, in terms of deliveries, you will know that NIO is expecting 34 to 38,000 deliveries, and this is possible because of the two sub brands that NIO launched, namely ONVO and Firefly, which is just so great, right? Can you imagine the number of sales that NIO is going to generate after the ES8 starts with deliveries? It's just going to be out of this world. But anyways, let's not jump the gun. We are not yet there. Tell me what you think about this. I remain long, I remain strong onto NIO because I know one thing, and that is blue skies coming. So please guys, like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I would like to appreciate those that have been subscribing, that have been liking the content that I drop. It means a lot, man. It gives me the motivation, the push for me to give you more content. So I am very much happy, and I truly appreciate you guys joining the community and spreading out these videos, because it is important for the new investors to know all over the world the latest developments, latest updates that are happening or that are surrounding the new stock. Because if they don't get this kind of news, guess what? They end up panic selling and of course regretting it at a later stage. So this NIO train is moving, and let's get many people as possible to come in board, because look where we are headed. We don't want to remain, or we don't want to leave behind the NIO bulls, right? Those that have been in the stock for quite some time. I can rest assure you that, especially last week after the share dilution, many NIO investors, especially many retail investors left the stock thinking that it was not gonna, the sentiment was just going to be bad. But looking at the fact that analysts or big financial institutions, they are still seeing an opportunity, or a big opportunity onto NIO because of their latest products, because of their fundamentals and their future prospects, it gives the courage, and that is what also led into, of course, the share price of NIO recovering from that sharp fall that we saw on Wednesday when they announced share dilution. But anyways, let me end it here. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me, and God bless you all.